Ladies and gentlemen, this is internet personality Vangelus, and things just got unofficial. We're taking a look at SH Figuarts' Akiba Red, the man within whom we all see a little bit of ourselves. This is a very sharp representation of the Akiba Red suit. The white tampos and translucent red torso parts are accurately present. The solid red is strong and bold on top of the black undercoat of the plastic, and the anime swooshed helmet looks spot on. What made my head tilt for a moment were the proportions of the body. Akiba Red's got a Figuarts Kabuto thing going on, where he's a lot lankier than he looked in real life. It's not a huge problem for me, but his gut and shoulders in particular are a lot slimmer than Sanshiro Wada's looked when he donned the suit for the TV show. Bear that in mind if you really want the buffed out silhouette of live-action Akiba Red. Proportions aside, the sculpt work and paint applications on Akiba Red are clean and sharp. I'm very happy that the red is so strong and not streaky or patchy on his limbs and flanks. You've got a pair of scarf options with this guy, either hanging down or billowing dramatically. They attach to a ball joint, which allows for a good range of motion and lets either scarf be tweaked to your dramatic preference. Switching either of his fists to a holding things hand lets Akiba Red use his sidearm and transformation device, the Z-Kyun. The gun somehow comes off looking a tad bland, despite having most of its accurate color placement. I think it's the matte finish of its navy blue. It makes it hard to discern the black detailings, which could have been a bit more plentiful on the barrel. A slight gloss or metallic finish on that navy blue would have helped out a lot. I also wish the gun could have used the peg holes on the sides of Akiba Red's belt for storage, even if it never did that in the show. Continuing through his hand selection, Akiba Red's got some choppin' hands that suit a number of purposes, be it activating the Moe Magnum attack or just pulling off a trademark pose. There's also a left hand specifically structured for Akiba Red's name call, though it's also good for other stylish poses. There's a slight variation of this hand with only one finger extended rather than two, which looks like either a pointing gesture or a button-pushing gesture. Finally, there's a lovely pair of calm and open hands, curled just enough to suit most any purpose. Purposes like posability. Being an SH Figuarts, this guy's got lots of joints, but what I really like about Akiba Red is that they all work really well. He's got, inside his neck, the base of his neck's on a ball joint, and at the very top there's actually a little hinged ball joint, so you can get the base of the connection of the neck to his head to kind of alter a little bit, so you can get really deep looking up and down poses. This guy's ab crunch, that's some nice deep goodness, and then it's supplemented by the waist ball joint, which has a really lovely range of motion too. His shoulders can't go hugely outwards to his sides, but they go out this far, which is, kind of like the human level that they go out sideways. So I'm fine with that. He's got just proper bicep swivels. I kind of like how this black detailing rides up over top of the sculpt to kind of make that look a little bit smooth in terms of the motion. I don't know, I dig it. Everything else is Figuarts standard up here, double jointed and ball jointed and internally ball, double, triple jointed everything. He's got the pull down hips. Once again, the thigh swivel. It's supplemented by the natural lines of the sculpting of the suit. His double-jointed knees are unfettered. His ankles are plastic, and Figuarts' plastic ankles are pretty cool right now. They've got lovely ranges of tilt and forward and backward wobble. And he's got a toe joint. Again, for those of you who are into that kind of thing, you can get some hot toe joint action going on here. Oh, yeah. Also, his scarf, as I mentioned earlier, it's on a little ball joint, which means that the range of motion of this thing is just adorable. So this guy can strike all kinds of poses, but he kind of has to be planted on the ground because he can't fly. Oh wait, maybe if you have one of these, he totally can. If you got in on the first run of Akiba Red and your chosen retailer didn't get confused and neglect to actually include the extra box that these came in, you got a trio of Tamashi stages devoted to the Akiba Ranger 3. It's a great bonus, and one that I rather wish had been just packed in with each figure rather than being made into a more limited run release. The stands are clear, topped off with character-relevant tampagraphs in all the proper colors, and as a bonus, the holes in the Akiba Ranger's backs fit the stand's pegs, letting you circumvent the less stable waist clip if you so choose. The fit is good, though it makes me wish the holes on the sides of the Ranger's belts were uniform with the ones on their backs. Akiba Red's a good SH Figuarts release, with most all of the qualities I look for in this line being satisfied quite handily. It's up to you to decide how you feel about his proportions. I was fine with the Kabuto riders back in the day, so this doesn't bother me much at all. If you like the show and want to pick up the leader of the team, you'll probably have a good time with this guy, unless you really need that Wada physique. Anyway, this has been Internet Personality Vangelus. SHF Akiba power has only begun here on the V Review, so let's take 5 and come back soon to see the lady heroes of the Delusion world.